Now this is the order of those who have kept the ways of the Most High, when they will be separated from their mortal body. In the time that they lived in it, they painfully served the Most High, and were in jeopardy every hour, that they might keep the law of the lawgiver perfectly. Therefore, this is the teaching concerning them. First of all, they will see with great joy the glory of him who takes them up, for they will have rest in 7 orders. The first order, because they have labored with great effort to overcome the evil thought which was fashioned together with them, that it might not lead them astray from life into death. The second order, because they see the perplexity in which the souls of the ungodly wander, and the punishment that awaits them. The third order, they see the testimony which he who fashioned them gives concerning them, that while they lived they kept the law which was given them in trust. The fourth order, they understand the rest which, being gathered in their chambers, they now enjoy with great quietness, guarded by angels, and the glory that awaits them in the last days. The fifth order, they rejoice that they have now escaped from that which is corruptible, and that they will inherit that which is to come, while they see in addition the difficulty and the pain from which they have been delivered, and the spacious liberty which they will receive with joy and immortality. The sixth order, when it is shown to them how their face will shine like the sun, and how they will be made like the light of the stars, being incorruptible from then on. The seventh order, which is greater than all the previously mentioned orders, because they will rejoice with confidence, and because they will be bold without confusion, and will be glad without fear. For they hurry to see the face of him whom in their lifetime they served, and from whom they will receive their reward and glory. This is the order of the souls of the just, as from henceforth is announced to them. Previously mentioned are the ways of torture, which those who would not give heed will suffer from after this. I answered, Will time therefore be given to the souls after they are separated from the bodies, that they may see what you have described to me? He said, Their freedom will be for 7 days, that for 7 days they may see the things you have been told, and afterwards they will be gathered together in their habitations. I answered, If I have found favor in your sight, show further to me, your servant, whether in the day of judgment the just will be able to intercede for the ungodly, or to entreat the Most High for them, whether fathers for children, or children for parents, or kindred for kindred, or kinsfolk for their next of kin, or friends for those who are most dear. He answered me, Since you have found favor in my sight, I will show you this also. The day of judgment is a day of decision, and displays to all the seal of truth. Even as now a father doesn't send his son, or a son his father, or a master his slave, or a friend whom that is most dear, that in his place he may understand, or sleep, or eat, or be healed. So no one will ever pray for another in that day, neither will one lay a burden on another, for then every one will each bear his own righteousness or unrighteousness. I answered, How do we now find that first Abraham prayed for the people of Sodom, and Moses for the ancestors who sinned in the wilderness, and Joshua after him for Israel in the days of Achan, and Samuel in the days of Saul, and David for the plague, and Solomon for those who would worship in the sanctuary, and Elijah for those that received rain, and for the dead that he might live, and Hezekiah for the people in the days of Sennacherib, and many others prayed for many. If therefore now, when corruption has grown and unrighteousness increased, the righteous have prayed for the ungodly, why will it not be so then also? He answered me, This present world is not the end. The full glory doesn't remain in it. Therefore those who were able prayed for the weak. But the day of judgment will be the end of this age, and the beginning of the immortality to come, in which corruption has passed away, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, but righteousness has grown, and truth has sprung up. Then no one will be able to have mercy on him who is condemned in judgment, nor to harm someone who is victorious. I answered then, This is my first and last saying, that it would have been better if the earth had not produced Adam, or else, when it had produced him, to have restrained him from sinning. For what profit is it for all who are in this present time to live in heaviness, and after death to look for punishment? O Adam, what have you done? For though it was you who sinned, the evil hasn't fallen on you alone, but on all of us who come from you. For what profit is it to us, if an immortal time is promised to us, but we have done deeds that bring death, and that there is promised us an everlasting hope, but we have most miserably failed, and that there are reserved habitations of health and safety, but we have lived wickedly, and that the glory of the Most High will defend those who have led a pure life, but we have walked in the most wicked ways of all, and that a paradise will be revealed, whose fruits endure without decay, in which is abundance and healing, but we won't enter into it, for we have lived in perverse ways, and that the faces of those who have practiced self-control will shine more than the stars, but our faces will be blacker than darkness. For while we lived and committed iniquity, we didn't consider what we would have to suffer after death. Then he answered, This is the significance of the battle which humans born on the earth will fight. If they are overcome, they will suffer as you have said. But if they get the victory, they will receive the thing that I say. For this is the way that Moses spoke to the people while he lived, saying, Choose life, that you may live. Nevertheless, they didn't believe him, or the prophets after him, not even me, who have spoken to them. Therefore, there won't be such heaviness in their destruction, as there will be joy over those who are assured of salvation. Then I answered, I know, Yahweh, that the Most High is now called merciful, and that he has mercy upon those who have not yet come into the world, and compassionate, in that he has compassion upon those who turn to his law, and patient, in that he is patient with those who have sinned, since they are his creatures, and bountiful, in that he is ready to give rather than to take away, and very merciful, in that he multiplies more and more mercies to those who are present and who are past, and also to those who are to come. For if he wasn't merciful, the world wouldn't continue with those who dwell in it. And one who forgives, for if he didn't forgive out of his goodness, that those who have committed iniquities might be relieved of them, not even 1/10,000th part of mankind would remain living. And a judge, for if he didn't pardon those who were created by his word, and blot out the multitude of sins, there would perhaps be very few left of an innumerable multitude.